Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Andromedan Starseed Tarot. I had a bit of a break, but I'm back now. I just did a bit more study on my tarot, and I figured out a better way to deliver it to you guys, so I hope you like it. So we're starting off here with Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising in February 2023. Take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't resonate behind for someone else. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, please. So, we'll get started with your first card. Really good start to the month, Wheel of Fortune. So, the Wheel of Fortune reminds us that change is inevitable. However, things now, they will how things are now will most definitely not stay the same forever. We don't always have control over what life sets in our path, but we can decide how we respond. Try not to get too attached to one way of being, and don't try to control everything because you can't. So that's how nature works. Like, nothing stays the same in nature, like, ever. It's always changing. Everything's changing. Things don't stay the same forever, and you know what, that's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's a good thing, because honestly, life would be pretty boring if stuff didn't change. So don't be afraid of change, and don't try to control things, because you're wasting your time and you're just using up energy that you could be using towards better things, you know. So, Wheel of Fortune advises you to center yourself so that you can stay calm and make good decisions when your world seems like it is spinning out of control. If you've been down on luck, it is quite likely that the Wheel of Fortune is indicating a change for the better. The wheel is always moving up. It's always going up and down, up and down. So you might be having a bad patch at the moment, but it'll always get better. It always goes back up, and it might come back down. It's also a card of karma. So you want to have good karma, so be nice to people, help people, don't be a dick to people, because when you're up, and if you've been horrible to people, when you come back down, no one's going to be there for you or want to help you out. There's the karma card. So you want to be up or down, you just need to be a good person. So you could be you could be right before, like, the end of something, coming into a new beginning, and you're not happy about it. Maybe you're not happy, or you're feeling a bit anxious about it. It's always a good thing, though. Good things will come from it. And good things come from not trying to control it, but using that energy to bring in the good things. Bring in the good things, you know. Don't try to control it, because it will only make you mad, get you in a shitty mood, and then you're going to have shit stuff come to you. So, you know what I mean? So be a good person to other people that are down while you're up. So when you're down and they are up, they'll help you and help bring you back up again, you know what I mean? So yeah, and look, you may have just had a big change in your life, and you're still getting a little bit more used to it. You could be really happy about the change, or you could be a little bit anxious and unsure. It'll be a good thing, I promise. It'll be a really good thing for you, because you need change to grow. If you don't change, if you don't go through different situations and stuff, you can't grow. And if you can't grow, you're going to stay pretty stagnant and be pretty sad, you know. So that's a really good card. So I was actually going to look at some of the symbolism as well. So you see the Sphinx represents the mysteries of life. Why do these things happen? Who knows? But it's quite interesting. The eagle, he represents power, truth and authority. Anubis, he represents a higher state of consciousness and intellect communication. So it's all about just being one with the divine, and then you really can't go wrong, you know. Like, if you're open to the messages and, you know, the gifts of the universe and stuff like that, you will receive them. If you're a good person, you'll receive more good things, because that's what life's all about. So I really liked that card, so that's a good card to start. We'll see what your other cards are, so we can kind of get a better idea of what we've got going on for you this month. And your second card was the Emperor. Let me just get my notes. The Emperor. So, the Emperor card. So he's got a crown. He's wearing a crown. That indicates the relationship with the divine. The Ankh represents eternal life. And the mountains in the background represent change leading to growth, which is what we were just talking about in the Wheel of Fortune. So, when the Emperor appears in a reading, it is time to think logically and rationally about your situation. Rules, stability, and structure are central to the current situation. If you have a position of leadership, use your intellect to make the best decisions for your team. This card could be urging you to increase the stability in your life. There may be a need for you to set limits on your own behavior in order to achieve your goals. Your father or your father figure may be relevant to the situation at hand. Think about what fatherhood and masculinity means to you. So have a little think about that. So I'm thinking, like, because he's very powerful authority. He's got structure, stability as well, and he's a father figure. So it could be a little, just like, this is just a little bit of an extra message to help you get through, like, whatever changes you're going through. Get that stability in your life and the structure, maybe a routine. No, it doesn't have to be like a really boring routine. Just get yourself a good routine and a good structure in your life, just to give yourself a little bit of discipline so you can achieve your goals that you're trying to achieve. And this Emperor kind of energy will help you with that, especially like if you're feeling a little bit unsure with the Wheel of Fortune, like changing everything up for you. It will keep you from like kind of losing yourself, if you know what I mean. So that's a good one. So with your next card, I'd say, yeah, so get this Emperor strength on, because your next card is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, so it's all about, could be some arguments coming up this month as well. So this is why you want to get yourself in a good headspace for this. So when a Five of Swords appears, it is a time to ask yourself if what you are fighting for is worth it. You may be able to win now, but at what cost? You may say words you can never take back in an argument with a loved one. You may be clinging tightly to an idea that is not actually that important in the big picture of your life, and you're hurting others in the process. You may be remaining in an unhealthy situation in order to prove that you are right. For example, staying in an abusive relationship because you don't want others to say, "I told you so." It's telling you that winning may not be the most important thing right now. These are times when it may become necessary to hurt others through your words or actions in order to be true to yourself. Is now one of those times, or are you trying to win for the sake of winning? If this card can indicate that you have been repeating patterns that you know are dysfunctional and do not align with your ideal self. It is not weakness to admit that you want to change. The ability to recognize our faults is actually a huge strength, which is really true. So it could just be saying, like, you need to just have a look at yourself and make sure you're not like trying too hard on something that may not be worth it as well. Or you could be like, someone could be trying to get you to do something that you don't really want to do as well, and you might have to hurt their feelings in order to be like, look, I don't want to do that, okay, that's not what I want to do in my life, it doesn't make me feel good, I don't want to do it. It might hurt them. It could be your dad expecting something from you, but you may have to hurt someone's feelings in order to get back to your true self and do what it is that you want to do. So have a think about that, because you know what, it's your life, you do what you want to do. If someone gets hurt because you didn't do what it is that they wanted you to do, it's kind of their problem, it's their problem, really. Alright, so your fourth card is another really good card. Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles is all about assessment, patience, trial and error, feedback and editing. So you've been working on some project. Now is the time to stand back and evaluate whether you are on the right path. Think about what your goals are. Are you still directing your action towards those goals, or have you been sidetracked? Have you been in a similar situation before? And if so, what did you do well then? You could have done better. What could you have done better? If things are not working out the way that you want them to, now is the time to look at what you can change. You are making progress, but some readjustment may be necessary before you can achieve mastery. It may be that someone else is evaluating your work at this time. Try to learn from this criticism without getting overwhelmed by negative feedback. You're not failing, you are learning. So the Pentacles is all about like reaping the rewards as well from all of your hard work. See, he's worked hard, and his patience, just patience to kind of reap those rewards that he has been sowing. So, you know, it's a card of hard work as well. So you need to be patient. Don't get sidetracked from maybe other people's opinions. You know, some critical feedback's good, but don't get sidetracked. Stay on your path and stay on your project, but just have a think about what are your goals. Are you working towards them as efficiently as you could be? And are there naysayers out there that are kind of ruining it for you, or something like that, especially with this card coming up as well? So like if people are trying to tell you how to do your job, kind of, if people are trying to tell you how to do it and you don't agree with them, but you don't want to hurt their feelings, you may just have to hurt their feelings and be like, no, it's okay, I'm going to do it this way because this is how I want to do it, kind of thing. So interesting, I like that. So I'll get you a card from the animal deck and see if they have an extra message for you. Balance, zebra. So by merging varying points of view, you can generate an extraordinary new idea, compromise with others, and collaborate to discover a better solution. So there you go, like with other people's like opinions and criticisms and stuff, you know, not everyone's going to have like criticisms. So you could get different points of view on this project that you're doing just to make sure you are on the right track and you're not like, you know, not sidetracked, I guess. Yeah, you know, get some points of view. It could be good. You could be like, oh, okay, I like that, I'm going to do that, you know, and get some other ideas. But you're doing really good, you're on the right track, you really are on the right track, you're doing good, and you are going to reap the rewards for this project you're making. It just requires a bit of balance, a little bit of like, you know, just sitting down and maybe getting a couple of opinions and stuff like that. But yeah, so really good reading for you, Cancer, this month. So I hope you liked it, and thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.